Have you ever pondered the consequences of a solar flare striking Earth and rendering most of our technology useless? It's an intriguing, albeit somewhat terrifying thought. In today's world, where we're so reliant on technology, such an event could change our lives drastically. Imagine a world where smartphones, computers, and the internet no longer exist. A world without electricity, without modern transportation, or even without basic amenities such as running water. The sudden loss of technological convenience would undoubtedly create chaos and confusion. In the first few days following the solar flare, people would most likely scramble to find alternative means of communication. Without internet or cell phones, we'd have to revert back to older methods such as letters, smoke signals, or even carrier pigeons. It's a scenario that harks back to a time before the digital age, a time when people relied heavily on face-to-face interaction and physical communication means. Without electricity and modern transportation, people would need to rely on their own 2 feet or on animals for travel. This means that communities would become more localized. People would need to source their food and other resources from within their local area. This could lead to a resurgence in farming, hunting, and gathering as primary means of survival. Scene script. Without running water, people would need to collect and purify their own water. This could lead to a renewed respect for natural resources and the environment. And what about education and knowledge? With no internet or electronic devices, we'd lose access to the world's information at our fingertips. Libraries, once considered relics of the past, could become the epicenters of knowledge once more. The loss of technology could also lead to a stronger sense of community. Without the distractions of social media and digital entertainment, people might start to engage more with their neighbors, forming stronger, more cohesive communities. In essence, a world without technology, while initially daunting, could lead to a return to simpler times. A time when people were more in tune with nature, more reliant on each other, and perhaps more human. In summary, the consequences of a solar flare could be both challenging and enlightening. It would force us to adapt, to find new ways of communicating, traveling, and surviving. It could lead to a resurgence in farming, hunting, and gathering, and a renewed respect for natural resources. It could also bring about a revival of libraries and books, and a stronger sense of community. But perhaps most importantly, it would remind us of our resilience and our ability to adapt and thrive, even in the most challenging of circumstances. It would show us that even without technology, we, as a civilization, can continue to grow and evolve. And that, in itself, is a fascinating prospect.